Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to the Ripple Effect server where we are diving into our coral reef that we built last episode. Bert is still alive, Bert the dolphin. Well, he was about 10 seconds ago. There he is! Still jumping for joy. I'm a bit worried he's gonna actually like jump out and suffocate because he's got no water, but hopefully that doesn't happen. What I want to do today, not water related, not coral related. We're not actually going to visit the embassy area for once. We are going to build, nice slow reveal, a modern art museum. And I've sort of gone ahead and done a general outline slash shape. I've come up with a strange looking building. I used a photo. If I can find the photo again, I will put it on the screen now for the sort of inspiration. It's a piece of concept art, I'm pretty sure, if I can remember. So yeah, it's a little bit of a funky building, which obviously goes well with the modern art. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to finish off building this and then show you what it actually looks like, and then we are going to fill this room with just a bunch of random stuff and claim it as modern art. And there we go, fully complete, very weird looking, possibly not structurally sound. But it does pass as a modern art museum in my mind. Well, not much of a museum, it's not very big, but a museum for a few things. So yeah, I haven't done anything inside. It's very, very boring at the moment, so we need to place a couple structures. I honestly have not thought too much what's going to go in here. I just designed the building. The rest I'm going to kind of wing, so I'm basically just going to go rummage my storage room and see what I can find. I like to call this piece Under Pressure. It symbolizes the struggles and importance of day-to-day responsibilities and the effect that it has on the human mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am just making up everything. Yeah, so I've got a couple things down. I gave up on the idea of rummaging my storage room and trying to build it with the limited things I have, so I very quickly hopped into Creative World and I've actually built some kind of cool things, so I'm hoping it turns out pretty good. I'm excited to show you some of them. They do get quite cool. Yeah, so I've got whatever that is. This kind of looks like a totem pole-ish. It's meant to just be some sort of structure. Obviously the observer block looks like a face. Little rose hat. I think that's actually quite cute, that one. And God knows. No idea what that is. It's open for interpretation, isn't it? Like all art. So, yeah. See it as you do. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, finally. Thank God. Okay, that took so much longer than it should have. My word. Okay, it's kind of worth it. I've got paintings going around on every single side. Looks kind of cool, I think. Maybe worth my time, maybe not. You decide. Oh, that took so long. Okay. Yeah, so we got that, and then we've got two new things over here. The window of life, as I suddenly like to call this, and I've just got some armor stands with some booties, making it look all funky and stuff. I'm thinking maybe this could be like my art. Oh, okay, big lag spike. This may take like at least 5 minutes. There we go. The character that I played when I had my house episode, basically I just pretended to be a big douche, and so we can say like this is all my art that I've made, and I'm being really egotistical about it, and I've built a whole museum to showcase it to myself and no one else. I don't know, it's just a little fun thing we can say why this is. But now what I want to do is make a few more pieces that are a bit more interactive. Now presenting the magical lamp featuring buttons. Yep, this is floating magically somehow. It's all part of the science behind modern art. So, you know, you can press some buttons and have some fun over there, and then this old trick of getting trapped into doors. Haven't got a block on above me because you just need to jump to get out. I don't actually want to trap myself in there. Yeah, little fun thing you can come into the museum and play around with. Not that you should play with art, but you get my gist. The next thing that we're going to do is take a little fly over the ocean. Some of you may be able to figure out what I'm doing, considering I have a map in my hotbar. I have to find a plane bit. Maybe here? Let's go for it. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Blue. That's my analysis on it. Blue. Yep. That's a really cool trick. I am so glad that's a thing because it is such a really quite confusing illusion. Like I don't know actually where I'm looking. I'm gonna guess towards up. Oh, I was. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. So that's a little fun thing. You can just walk in, straight back out of, get really disorientated. Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing in here, just because it's such a cool little trick. I think, don't know why I pressed that. I think I'm just going to leave it at that for now, though. If I think of something that would be really cool and fit in here, I'll put it in. But there isn't too much room left, and I don't want to make it really cramped in here, so I think I'm actually going to leave it at that. So that's all my modern art out on show for myself. Really, really funky stuff. Hopefully it will sell for millions one day. I'm sure it will. I have no doubts. But yeah, I think that is that building done. How does it look? The island is actually coming along a bit now. It's getting a bit more full. That building does help a lot because it is just smack bang in the middle of it, which I really think I needed something there because that massive area here is just making it look so empty. So now we've got something right in the middle of the island, which is yeah, really helping it pull together. We're actually getting somewhere now. Yeah, well, not a big lag spike. I'm not sure what to do with the rest of the episode, so I'm gonna have a think, and then I'll be right back with you. So I have gone ahead and dug myself a very big hole for us to build something in. 25 by 25 by 25, I do believe. Should be big enough for what I have planned, which is here. Oh, help if I can spell hello. Hello, duds. It is a kelp farm because at the moment I am using coal like a peasant in my super smelter. So I think that needs to change because I think I've worked it out correctly. I probably should make sure. I probably should have made sure before I dug all this out, to be honest. But basically, I should get more fuel efficiency because using coal and the smelter that I built like an idiot, it doesn't work very well with how many items I get per piece of coal. So yeah, kelp farm is needed. I'm going to use Cubfan's design, and yeah, I'm just going to get it all done and show you afterwards. Remember that time about a minute ago where I said if we used kelp blocks our fuel efficiency would be increased? Yeah, ignore that. I have not been very smart. So if you haven't seen this, this is my super smelter, and because I'm not smart, as I said, I built it in a way so that the cart goes all the way around this track and then bounces back. So it starts smelting here, and by the time the cart comes all the way around and then back to this one, the first item's already smelted, so there's some loss. And using kelp blocks isn't going to change the speed of the cart, it's just going to change how many items we can actually smelt. So while we will get more items smelted, yes, the efficiency won't actually change. Just wanted to clarify that. I'm not that much of a dum-dum. I did figure out what I said was wrong. Okie dokie, so the farm is done. Basically works like any ordinary sugarcane, so when it gets to 3 high, pushes all the pistons and then breaks everything else. Done that 6 times on each side, so I got plenty of kelp. It's very fast, maybe too fast. And then they all go down to a hopper minecart, which is over here. I've already done the furnace right. Oh, it's going. This was meant to be planned differently. I tried to time it so we'd come down here and I'd be able to explain first and then you would go, but you've just ruined it, minecart. Way to go, ruin the episode. I quit. No, not really. So when that minecart gets full, 5 stacks, this fence will go backwards and then it will go around like this, as you are seeing. Move out the way. And because 5 stacks is 320 items, if you divide that by 16, which is how many furnaces you get, you get 20, and each kelp block smelts 20 items, so it works out perfectly. That's fuel efficiency. Not what I did. Okay, yeah, and then it'll go back once it's done. So I had a bit of trouble with this. I don't really know what orientation, like what direction, northeast, south, or west. That was strange, or no, it wasn't. Northeast, southwest. Yeah, that's right. Don't know why that sounded weird in my head. I don't really know what direction you're meant to build it facing at, but I built it facing north, so as you can see. And in the tutorial, this bit over here, the comparator with the detector rail was this side, and basically it wasn't working, so I was playing around with all the timings and everything, still wasn't working, and then I just switched over to the other side and it was fine. So yeah, I had some troubles with that track. I don't really know what I did, but long story short, it works fine, no worries. We have got lots and lots of kelp. Well, not really, it's not been going for that long, but still, yeah, a decent amount, so this should actually be quite the efficient farm. Okay everybody, a few days have passed since I last recorded, and I have been doing a lot of work, not just with this though, but I'm going to show you this anyway. So I think this is honestly my favourite, like, shoot off tunnel thing we have going on with each of these ones. It does a bit of a windy thing here, goes all the way around. I ran out of room, so I had to do something a bit different, but yeah, I quite like that. So here's the room. As you can tell, a lot has changed. Basically, I decided to build myself a super smelter, one that wasn't actually wasting fuel. I'll get to what I did with the other one in a little bit. So yeah, we've got this one here, it works very well. I actually designed it myself. That may not seem like that much of a feat, because super smelters aren't exactly the most complex of things. But it's mine, so I like it. The thing I do like about this one though is it's got a symmetrical control panel here. Most of the ones you see are sort of like drop back a bit, or some sort of uneven. Okay, if you just heard a noise then, I'm still looking after these two guinea pigs. I've been doing a lot of pre-recording, which is why it must seem like I've been looking after them for months, squeaking away in my videos in the background. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I don't know, I haven't really seen a popular super smelter design where it's got like a nice little there's a word for this and I cannot think of it to save my life. I'm just calling it control panel. So yeah, I've set that up. Obviously just prettied everything else up. The room isn't that spectacular, but my god, did this roof take a while to make. It may not seem like it, but there's a lot of like slopage and I kept doing things wrong and I was kind of making it up on the spot, and yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a different ceiling design. I do quite like it. This redstone lamp is basically on to tell me when when this chests are full. So pretty much I've got a comparator. I might as well go back and show you. A comparator that will detect when the hopper, the like final hopper that goes into the top chest is full. Yeah, this is the messy, the messy redstone that is being hidden. There may be a better way to do this. I honestly have no idea, but this is just what works. So when this gets full up, it will send a, full power. I don't know. And then basically go up there, and there's a lava source right there. So when it gets full, it will retract that piston, and the lava will flow above the dropping where the kelp comes from and just burn it all. So I'm not, stacking up hundreds of entities of kelp there, so I can't really turn the farm off. There it goes. But that's the best I can do, which I think is fine, really. I mean, the pistons will still probably cause a minute amount of lag, but I don't really mind. Oh yeah, and then there's also another wire that goes up to power that redstone lamp, so that when I come down to check on the farm, I can obviously see if I need to craft some kelp blocks. Sorry if there's a little bit of a sudden cut there. The guinea pigs decided to start fighting mid-sentence, and they cause a bit of a ruckus when they do that, so I had to stop recording. So hopefully the cut wasn't a little bit too, wasn't too strange. I was gonna say, as far as crafting the kelp blocks go, I basically just empty out one of these chests. Obviously, one line equals one stack of kelp blocks. So I, dump it all out. Obviously, I would first of all fill up my inventory, so I only leave 9 empty stacks or empty slots, and then would basically just stand here and continuously craft it, because items float up to the water, and yeah, so on and so forth. I'm actually kind of tempted to make another kelp farm. I might do it if I get a little bored and lost for things to do, and then obviously I'd have to expand the storage a bit, otherwise it will fill up way too fast. But yeah, that would just be something I do off camera. But talking about doing things off camera, look at that segue. There have actually been a couple more things I've been doing whilst not recording. The first thing I did was change the dive farm tunnel so that I could jump sprint down on the ice, so I didn't have to use the annoying boats that I kept having issues with. And then, with tunnels on my mind, I made one going to the coral farm. Same concept, no annoying boats. Very fast. I updated the map of my base that goes in my nether tunnel, looking very fancy. I also received my very first spoils container from Albany, which is amazing considering the price that I paid for this. And here is a wonderful book, in case you care to read. I remade my AFK fish farm from over at Spawn Town, only to find out that it doesn't work because of my horrible, horrible connection. I only wanted to AFK fish to get some name tags, I promise. Talking of AFKing, I made myself an AFK spot. Nice and safe. And I tore down my super smelter. It was a very sad, sad day. So empty. I also discovered that pumpkin pie really isn't that good of a food source. Unless you buy it from my shop, then it's amazing and magical and you should go buy some right now. And yeah, I think that's it. You are now caught up with everything else I've been doing on the server. Unless there's one huge project I've told no one about that nobody knows. It's a big secret. That's a lie. Don't believe what anyone says. No, really, there's no big project. Don't get excited. I thought to end off this episode, I would show you the absolute monstrosity of the pumpkin pie farm. As I sort of insinuated, I'm going to destroy this farm. Well, I'm not going to destroy it. I'm just going to turn it all off. The chicken should be easy enough. Slice, slice. The pumpkin pie farm, I got to do some sort of magic with repeaters. Well, not really magic. I just got to finish the rest of the tutorial to actually add an off switch. I didn't think I would be doing that. And that, I don't know, maybe I'll just take the sugarcane out. But at the moment, like, I'm overflowing on things, and I just have to keep crafting pumpkin pie, even though it's not very good. I should have really researched into a bit before making all of this, but the idea of the episode sort of excited me, and then I got a bit carried away without actually looking into it. But the saturation levels on pumpkin pie is no way near as good as golden carrots or steak, which I will probably move to next. There are those damn guinea pigs again. I'm not even sure if you could hear them, to be honest, but I know I can. Yeah, I'll probably just move to golden carrots, a lot easier. So, yeah, well, not really a big waste of time. The episode was fun to make and gave me something to do. There's the pumpkin farm in action. Smashy, smashy. Yeah, anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one, though. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Oh, maybe, well, by the time this episode comes out, there will probably be a lot more other videos before it, because I've been doing lots of pre-recording over Christmas break. I have now been back to work for a week, but yeah, this episode will probably come out several months, or well, not several months, maybe several months, a long time down the line. So hopefully my channel update wasn't too far off and I'm not just like pumping out videos non-stop. Probably not, but I don't know, maybe my new channel update in these last few seconds is don't expect anything, and maybe you'll be nicely surprised by regular uploads. So that's, hello Skelebone Horse, I hope you haven't escaped from the coral. Probably not. You've probably just spawned there and are gonna explode on me. No, okay, I have no idea who you are then. Yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for this one. I hope you did enjoy it. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.